Welcome back, everybody. I'm doing kind of a quick tabletop review of a new firearm I recently got. Purchased this Ruger Alaskan. It's a Super Redhawk as a truck gun. Living in the Rocky Mountains, I often hike and camp and hunt and generally do outdoor activities that where fanged and clawed beasts reside that not always appreciative of you being in their territory. Bears, mountain lions, and snakes and whatnot. Now, this is what the gun's going to look like when it arrives to you, kind of. I've already seen it, handled it, and let's open it up and take a look. This is how it came in the box to me. I had to shop around quite a bit to find this. There are a few available. This one in where I live, and this one, the price was right, and the store manager was kind enough to hold it for me and inform me that there was a sale going on. If I could stand to wait about a week and a half, which I did, they'd knock another $100 off of it. So, needless to say, I opted for that. Now, I call it a truck gun, but it'll reside in a holster in the truck when I'm camping, riding around on the ranch, or fishing even. I'm planning on maybe a shoulder carry style holster for it. I just got a Galco holster for it right now. In fact, there it is, just arrived. I had it on order before the gun arrived because I knew I was going to be getting it. So, very nice holster. It's got some things I don't like about it, like this plastic snap assist. I think that's something that could snag, get broken off. But we'll give it a try and see. It also can be worn cross draw. Has this extra loop to tilt the gun in a manner that you can wear it on my right side in a cross draw position. It's a lot of gun to be hanging off your belt though. 2.5 pounds, 41 ounces. Let me pop it out of the box here. Now you can see it has, this comes with this little chamber indicator that shows that it is empty. Pop that out. And there we go, the massive cylinder. 6 rounds, 44 Magnum. The reason I chose 44 Magnum, this is also available in 3 calibers actually. 44 Magnum, 454 Casull, and the 480 Ruger. The 44 Magnum is my choice due to the fact that I like to shoot my guns now and again. And ammo is expensive for these, irregardless of where you're going with caliber on it. The 44 Magnum being the most reasonable. The second thing is that I can also shoot 44 Special to tame it down. Now, granted, the 454 Casull can also be shot with 45 Colt. And there you see the massive frame goes all the way out the full length of the 2.5-inch barrel. You can just see the tip of the barrel showing out there. Now, there's only 2 things I don't like about this revolver right out of the box. One is this Hogue grip that they come with has this gel insert on the back. While sure it's a very good idea for for recoil, my hands are on the small side. I have fairly substantial fingers from working with my hands all my life, but they're short. My fingers are short. And this grip forces my hand downwards and away from the web of my hand. I would want right up here to where it just clears the trigger, or the hammer. As you can see, I can't reach the trigger when my hand is in that position because of my short fingers. And if I move it down, I can reach the trigger just with the tip of it. I have to actually move my hand around to get my finger onto the trigger where I'd want it. Quite a bit more than where I would really desire to have it. So I've also ordered a new set of grips for these. Grips are readily available. The GP100 grips will actually fit on this gun, and they're a little bit smaller, and I'm not too worried about the recoil. I've shot .44 Magnum quite a bit in the past, as long as other large bore handguns, so I fully know what to expect on recoil on this. And we'll try a couple of different grips. Altamont, one of my favorite grip people, makes grips for these, and we're going to give those a try, as well as a custom set I have coming too. Straight wood with more of a round butt style to them, which probably will fit my hand much better. That's what I have on my Smith & Wesson. The other thing I don't like are the front sights. The rear sight is a white outline, which I really like. The front sight, as you can see, is just a black ramp. Now, I don't mind the ramp sights, but what I really would like to have is a red insert in that, and I have not been able to find one. I know they make the high-vis sight for them, which is a fiber optic style sight. Not what I really want in a truck type rough and tumble gun that's going to be out and about with me, something that could break or malfunction in some way. I would really prefer, and I don't like putting a round peg in a square hole. I'd prefer to have just a red ramp insert in it. So that leaves me with the choice of either painting this sight or physically cutting a section out and putting plastic material in there in order to give me that red ramp. The trigger pull on this gun is fairly good. It does have a little bit of creep to it, not much, and its brake is extremely clean. I normally adjust the triggers, especially on these Rugers, can be easily done. On these, they have two springs. One is on the trigger, and the other is the mainspring. And I probably will not mess with that on this gun. I will go through and polish everything, which is really pretty easy task to do, for the simple reason this gun breaks down very quick and easy. There are other videos that show how that is accomplished. Simply removing the grips, in this case the screws on the bottom, sliding them off, and then removing this pin. Actually, first of all, what you do is remove the mainspring. It comes with a tool, and in fact we should go through that. It comes with a tool for the grips to get them on and off easily. The lock, Ruger supplies with it. And there's the tool I'm talking about. It's just a little pin. You can use a punch or a nail or a variety of things to hold that mainspring in place. You just cock the hammer, insert that pin in, release the hammer, the mainspring falls out with its support bar that rides in the hammer. The hammer then, this is the pin for the hammer, that's removed, hammer comes out. Then inside the frame there's a small spring-loaded plunger. You push that plunger in and the whole trigger assembly comes out. Transfer bar and everything. These do have a transfer bar, as of course we saw earlier, empty gun. And there's the transfer bar. You can see as it stays out of the way until the trigger is pulled. Once the trigger pulled, it moves up into place and can fire the gun. So that is all there is to disassembly. So getting at the parts to polish them and improve the trigger pull, I think is going to be great. Now, even though I put my trigger pull gauge on this and it came out just under 5 pounds, about 4 3/4 pounds in single action. I did not test it on double action. I'm sure it would have went off the scale on that. So anywho, so lions, tigers, bears, that sort of thing, and of course snakes. We're going to run these CCI shot cells. I'm going to pattern test them. Looks like they're number 9 shot, quarter ounce of number 9 shot in them. We'll give those a try. I'm sure they're good for at least 10 feet, which is more than enough for the venomous snakes we have locally, rattlesnakes. So there's my opinion on the first out of the box. Look at this extremely heavy duty gun. Now I could have went, I had a choice of this, the GP100 or Smith & Wesson. This one actually had a trigger pull almost as good as the Smith & Wesson. The finish not as good as the Finish Wesson. The gun is extremely heavy built though. I mean, it will last my lifetime even with heavy use. And I was concerned with that in the Smith & Wesson. I had a 357 Magnum at one time and it actually shot loose with heavy loads. And Smith & Wessons will do that. You can be worn out. I've never worn a Ruger out. This is the first big bore Ruger I've owned though. So, but we're going to put it to the test and we'll find out how it runs. So anyway, there we go. First out of the box look at the new Ruger Alaskan Super Redhawk in 44 Magnum. Thanks for watching.